Hello, in today's tutorial I want to show you how to design a QR code sign in Affinity Designer. So let's start. Open Affinity Designer and make sure you have color and stroke open here. If you don't have it, go over to Window, select Color and Stroke and Transform. These are the three you will need. Okay, start with the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. Change the dimension to 100 millimeter wide and 150 millimeter tall. Next step is to go over to corner, change it to rounded, untick single radius, change the top left to 50, the top right to 50, and both bottom left and bottom right 0. So this is already the basic outline of your sign. We will now draw the base plate, which will be also 100 millimeter wide and 30 millimeter high. Go to corner again, change it to rounded, and this time we want to use single radius and make all of them 50. Perfect. So this will be your main plate and this will be your base plate. The next step is to create the little feet and the slots in the base plate. To do this, use rectangle tool again. Draw a rectangle, make it 25 millimeter wide and 2.8 millimeter high. Use the move tool and shift it to the top, to the bottom corner here, like this. Select it again, go over to X and add plus 14.5 millimeter. This will shift it 40.5 millimeter in X direction, like this. Copy and paste the same foot. Place it on the other side here. Make sure it's aligned with this corner. Go to X and type in minus 14.5. Enter. Perfect. So these will be the little inserts that go into the slots of the base plate. You can select them, copy, and paste, and then click Shift, hold Shift, select the base plate, go up here to Alignment, select Align Middle, and now they are centered on the base plate. We will change the width of these to whatever material you're using. So I will be using 3 millimeter plywood. So I will make this 2.9 millimeter to allow for the curve, which is the material that gets removed by your laser beam. So change them to 2.9 millimeter. Select them again and the base plate and make sure it's still centered. We also want to make them a bit wider. Select one of them, go over here and select the center. This will make sure that when you make this wider now, it will go in both directions. Let me show you. So if I would make this 30 now, just for an example, it will extend in both directions. Let me show you. 30. See it It extended in both directions, here and here. Let me undo this. And if I select this corner, for example, it will just extend from here to here. So if I do this again, you will see it extended just in one direction. However, we want it to extend from the center. So go over here again, select the center point, and enter 25.2 millimeter. Perfect. Same for the other one. Make sure center is selected. 25.2 millimeter. All right. So now we have to merge this here so it becomes one outline. Select this little rectangle, select the main plate's outline, and go over here to add. You will see this line will disappear. Like this. Now it's one contour. Do the same with this one. Select this, and add. Perfect. So this is all you have to do for the sign. The next step is to add your text and the QR code. You can choose whatever you want to write on here. A lot of people use follow us or let's get social or your business name. You can also add your logo. But let's start with the QR code. Go over to this rounded rectangle tool. You see this little arrow here. Click on it. And then here you will find a lot of outlines, a lot of different tools, and also the QR code tool. Click on it and just place it somewhere. And up here you can see the fill. We will just go with red for now. We just need to make it a different color than the outline because the outline will be cut and this will be engraved. Then add your link. You can use your Instagram link, your website link, your Etsy shop, whatever you want to use. And right here, I will use my website. And click OK. And that is it. Here you have your QR code. You can test it when you scan it with your phone. It will direct you to your website. At the moment, you can see a very faint black outline here. If we would leave it like this, it will cut all of this and engrave the red. So make sure you go up here, select it, and then go up here, go to stroke, and click on this little symbol, which is set fill to none. This will remove the outline. So these are very helpful. You can use this one here to choose the fill color. Or you can also click on Set Fill to None, which makes it invisible. It's still here. And then you can go over to Stroke. So you switch between them by selecting them. So click on Stroke and now you can select the stroke color. But as I said before, in this case, we don't want the stroke, so click on None, and then change over to Fill, and choose a fill color again, and that is it. So now you can take this, make it as big as you want. So I will go with 75, and place it on your sign. And now we can add the text. Go over to Artistic Text tool and place it somewhere. And I will say we will go with let's get, and then the second line for the word social. So I made this separate because I want to use different fonts for each of them. This can stay as it is. Just make it bigger. Place it in the center here. And the social, I want to use a cursive font. I have a lot of fonts here. I bought them on Etsy, so it might be that you have less. Choose the font you want to use. I will go with this one. Make it as big as you want it to be. Okay, now make sure that this has the same color as the QR code, because they will be both engraved. Okay, the design is now ready to be exported and then cut and engrave. To export, click on File, Export, and choose whatever font you want to use on your laser. I mostly go with PDF. And click on Export and save it to your computer. You can now cut and engrave it on your laser. I hope this video helped and you learned something from it. Please leave a like and comment. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye.